Guys, RTT back here for that video. Guys, today we're taking a look at the slim S Pen cover case on the brand new Galaxy Z Fold 5. As you guys can see, this is, to be honest, a really amazing case. It is $100, so it's definitely up there in price tag, which, you know, it is what it is. Whenever it comes to foldable phone cases, you're going to get very expensive price tags. But we looked at the unboxing list and my first impressions. And now taking a look at this with the actual phone, it is so freaking nice. The only thing I will say I don't like is when taking the S Pen out, it does stick a little bit. And it's also not hard to get back in, but it takes sometimes a second take to get it back in. That's the only thing I would say even anything is bad about this case, because this case, other than that, is absolutely gorgeous. Now, as I said in my initial video, this is very hard plastic, so it's not plastic that, you know, could break or is flimsy. It is very tough and feels premium plastic wise. And I know that's weird to say, it's like an oxymoron, premium and plastic, but it is very nice. So as you guys can see right here, it does actually protect the camera lenses. I thought at first it wasn't going to. I thought it was going to actually I thought it was actually not going to go over them, and it was just going to have them protrude. But it's not. It actually is very level with it. So when you open up the phone fully, right, you guys can see right here, it is all level. There is no bump or anything, which is actually very nice. Now on the top, it does give you access to your speaker grill, your microphone jack, which is nice. On the sides, it doesn't protect your hinge, which is one thing I don't like, because obviously if you drop this phone, this does not feel like it would fly off, this case. It is adhesive on the front, and it's connected to the screen through adhesive. The back you just snapped on. So it is what it is. I wish the back was adhesive too, just for extra protection. But it does give you access. Let me focus on here. There we go. It does give you access to your speaker grill, USB-C port. And on the side, it does give you access to your power button, which obviously is fingerprint reader, and your volume button. Now, for the screen, if I go ahead and turn this on real fast, you guys can see it actually is very beautiful. It does go ahead and go around the bezels perfectly, so you're not losing any screen real estate by going ahead and using this case. My phone does not want to, my camera does not want to actually focus on this. And then when you open it up, same thing. You guys can see. Let me go ahead and try to focus on the top here. Focus, tap it. Come on. There you go. It's better when it's off. But you guys can see at the top, it does actually, there is a little bit of the phone that is exposed from this case. Not that much, but it is a little bit. And that's around the top. And then also on the sides here. Let's see if I can focus on it if it gets that close. There we go. So it's a little bit exposed. Not too much. Not concerning. It's just that is one little, you know, thing about it. I will say that if you really want to get a case that goes around every inch of the aluminum of this body, that's not going to be the case for this case, okay? It's just not. Now, opening and closing, it does not impact anything, which is nice. It is pretty much everything you could want, in all honesty. It's hard plastic. It does add a little bit of heft to it. I will say that. It makes it a lot heavier. Now, of course, that's because it is, again, hard plastic on this phone that's already, you know, heavy. So you're just pretty much adding two things together that's just going to cause more heftiness. But from other cases I have seen for the Galaxy Z Fold 5, when it comes to the cases that go, around the hinge or protect the hinge, this is actually not a bad case by any stretch of imagination when it comes to weight. This is actually on the lighter side when it comes to those type of cases. Now, they also do make for the Galaxy Z Fold 5 a wallet case. Now, this is for the Z Fold 4, but it's very similar for the Z Fold 5, as, again, there's just not really much difference when it comes to the actual physical body other than the hinge. But this is how the wallet case works for the Z Fold 5. It's just you put the phone in here, and then you have, just like this, the front of this, an adhesive plastic layer, and then that goes right here, and then you have your wallet section right here, which I do like these wallet cases because they do give you an access for your license, credit card here, credit card, well, I say no, license, one credit card, and then the front gives you 1, 2 credit cards you can put in there. And then finally you get with these wallet cases, and again, like I said, they're kind of universal for all wallet cases, you get a money slot right here. So you can put money in there. So it's very nice. Just taking a look at it, like perspective wise, you guys can kind of see the thickness level of this phone with this case versus, you know, the other case. So it is, again, for $100, I think it's a great case. I don't feel like, and I've been very, you know, critical of case manufacturers when it comes to creating these plastic snap-on cases. Because, again, a lot of them feel cheap, they break, they're just absolutely awful. Rather than I like cases like this where it's plastic, right? But you can see, I can't bend that really that easy. I mean, I can if I really try, like, with pressure. But there are some cases where you just go like this and bam. Actually, no, this actually does bend right here. But that's because that's a weak point. But, like, for the most part, when I have a phone in here, and this is actually an iPhone 13 for an iPhone 12, as you can see. The case is not for the phone. But when I bend it, there's nothing. It doesn't give. That's why I don't like plastic cases. These plastic cases, they usually give. And usually what happens is if you drop a phone like this, you know, you want it protected, but once you drop it, case flies off, right? And that's the problem. So hopefully this is not the case for this phone. It doesn't look like that's the case, which is good based on, you know, using it and feeling it and stuff like that. But I'm going to give my review of this case a little bit later on, you know, this week. So we'll see how my opinion might change as time goes on. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.